Hi, I'm Thomas Fint, owner and lead inspector here at Gold Wings Property Inspections out of Lexington, Kentucky. And welcome to our first segment of Maintenance Mondays. Now, our goal here at Gold Wing Property Inspections with Maintenance Mondays is to be able to show you, the homeowner, how to properly maintain and upkeep your house by performing simple and minor maintenance throughout the year. So today I want to start off with a very simple one, which is changing your air filters. I want to go over with why it's important to change your air filter on a regular basis, how to locate your air filter within your house's system, the tools that you're going to need to get the job done, and how to do it. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so this is the return grill of this house's return system. So on the other side of this grill is where the air filter is located. So why is it important to change your air filter on a regular basis? So the entire purpose of the air filter is to keep dust particles, pet dander, stuff like that out of the fan, out of the furnace. So by putting this here, it catches all of the particles and stops it from going up there and collecting onto the unit, which can damage the unit and cause it to be less efficient. The other purpose of it is to keep it from going into your supply. So without that filter on here, all this system is going to do is it's just going to circulate all the air through the house, through the supply vents, and you're basically just creating dust and other particles throughout the air. So it's important to have the air filter there. Now, why is it important to change it? It's important to change it because the more particles that you get on the surface of that filter, the harder the system is going to have to work, because it's going to be clogging up all of the holes in order for the return air to come up through, which is going to decrease its efficiency, cost you more money in the long run, whether it's maintenance or just overall electrical costs. So that's why it's important to do it. So now let's get into some of the tools that you're going to need. Okay, so now I want to go over some of the tools that you could possibly need while changing the filter. So first off, I want to start off with screwdriver. If you need to remove a panel, by prying it or actually removing screws, take it off, it's always a good idea to keep a screwdriver handy with you. Once you take the panel off, you're going to want to vacuum out all the dust particles that are around it. So keep a vacuum with you handy, just so that you can keep the direct place around that return duct free and clear of all debris, and then replace the filter. Tape measure. If for some reason there isn't a filter already installed in your home, if someone cut the one that's already in there, so you don't actually know what the design is, you're going to want to measure it and use it within the nominal size that you got. So but if it's on there, it looks proper, you shouldn't need a tape measure. And the big one is the air filter. This is your new air filter. And so yeah, those are all the tools that you're going to need for the job. Okay, so now I want to talk about locating your air filters. So as you saw previously in all the previous videos, we had a return grill that was in the wall, and that was a downstairs return. So now we have one upstairs, and that's going to be in the ceiling, which it should. So with multiple story houses, you're going to have multiple returns and filters. So if you haven't noticed where your air filter is located, look in all the common spaces, look in the ceilings, in the walls, and the floors, and know that you may have multiple return grills. Now, if you've tried your hardest and you still can't find it, more than likely your filter is going to be located in the furnace system itself. Right, it's going to be on the furnace right before the blower system. So with that being said, now that we've located this one up here on the second story and then one on the first story, let's go ahead and start changing those filters out. Okay, so now let's start taking this filter out. So I want to pop off the grill. So maybe hard to see, but this filter is actually pretty dirty. So this is the house side of the filter. If you turn around and look on the back, you can kind of tell that it's a little bit cleaner than the house side. So we definitely want to replace this filter. Now, set that to the side. So we're going to want to go through and we're going to want to vacuum this out. So let's go ahead and vacuum it out. Okay, so now that we've finished up vacuuming everything out, it's pretty clean in here. Let's say that this is what you saw when you opened up that grill, that there's nothing there, so you have no clue. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to measure your width and your height and the depth of it. So with this one, we've already done this and it's already been system. So we have a 16 inch by 16 inch by 1 inch. So it's going to be 16, 16, and then the depth is going to be 1 inch, okay? So what you want to do here, you also want to see the arrows. So the arrow is going to show which way the airflow of this is going to go. So you're going to want to make sure that arrows are going that way. And it slides in and fits nicely. So now that that's also installed, some of them have it, some of them don't, but it's not a bad idea to go ahead and put the date that you changed it, so that when you go to change it next time, you know when it was changed last. So, and that's how you change the air filter. Then you close it up, and you're done. Okay, so now that that one's done, one trick or tip that I can tell you, so I'm not sure if you noticed on the previous one, but there are little tabs on there. So if your filter isn't fitting directly snug to it, you can move those tabs in or out to be able to help you seat that in there nicely, especially with these ceiling ones. But another trick that I use for the ceiling one is, if depending on if it's heating or cooling, if it's in the heating season, I'll bump up the temperature of the thermostat a little bit so it'll create that suction so that I can hold that up there, close the door, and then shut it. If it's in the cooling season, you're going to want to drop the temperature from what it currently is, and it'll do the same thing. So yeah, so changed all the filters. Thank you so much for watching our first segment of Maintenance Mondays. I really hope that you enjoyed the content. I hope it was informative, and I hope it allows you to be able to keep up with your house. If you have any other questions, would like to schedule a property inspection, or if you'd also like to schedule a maintenance inspection, please feel free to check out our website at www.goldwingsinspect.com. And our contact information is on there, so feel free to reach out to us, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.